Now, don't get too excited, but it's your lucky day. The official Tesla Optimus account has publicly announced it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Quote, hand jobs available. Come join. Yes, this is a real post. So if anyone's interested in a hand job, the official Tesla website, under careers, you'll find a number of Optimus hand jobs available. Currently only in the United States, but I mean, hey, it's probably worth traveling for if necessary, right? We have service technician for the Optimus hand, engineering technician, Optimus hand, engineering technician as well, Optimus hand repair, the afternoon shift, and a system validation engineer for the Optimus hand. Now, obviously, the Optimus account's trolling a little, but these are real jobs. Sorry to disappoint anyone who thought we were referring to the other kind of job. But this is very important. As I have said in the past, the important stuff for the humanoid robot to be a useful, viable commercial product, which, spoiler alert, if it's not, Tesla's Optimus project will be completely fucked. Right? They must solve vision, the ability for the robot to see, perceive, plan and act in the real world. This is fundamental. A humanoid robot that can't see and understand what it's seeing and make decisions and navigate the real world, absolutely useless. This is foundational. But most of this problem is mostly solved. Tesla's decade of collecting data via their fleet of vehicles, having now deployed fully autonomous robotaxis in a few cities in the United States, demonstrates that their vision-only optical system is capable of seeing, perceiving, planning, and acting in the real world. Tesla's vehicles are four-wheeled robots. Tesla has essentially transplanted the brain of the vehicles, FSD, into their humanoid robots. So tick, vision. Problem is 99.999% solved. The missing piece, which is also essential, is the hand. Now, I just want to expand on this a little bit. Many people will think, well, but what about walking? I mean, that's really important. If it can't walk, it can't do shit. That's true. But locomotion, bipedal movement is not a challenging problem. Yes, I mean, I couldn't figure it out because I'm a fucking midwit. But humanoid robots walking on two legs is a solved problem. It's not a challenging one. All of the utility, no pun intended, comes from the hand. Humans are like fish in water. We don't even see the water. We don't recognize how miraculous, how incredible our hands truly are. The level of finesse, fine motor control, dexterity, precision that the human hand has, the opposable thumbs, the sensitive touch, the ability to so adeptly, dexterously manipulate objects is truly remarkable. This is far and away the biggest remaining challenge. Tesla investors who are interested in knowing how the Optimus project is proceeding, when it will be an extremely useful, viable commercial product, should be paying 100% of their attention to this one thing: progress on the hand. This is not an easy challenge. The fact that Tesla is currently hiring a number of jobs specifically for the Optimus humanoid robot's hand is great. We've got mechanical design engineers, service technicians, engineering techs, systems validation engineer. This is a good sign. This is a really big, really hard problem to solve. It's the biggest and hardest problem left for the humanoid robot. And I'm not fucking around, I do mean this literally. The difference between a mildly capable, reasonably dexterous humanoid hand and a human-like, human-level capability hand is the difference between a product that has very little commercial appeal whatsoever, but some things, yes, but very little, versus a product that, if vision is solved and it becomes increasingly intelligent and capable over time, can, in essence, do any job that requires manipulation of any objects in the real world that any human being can do. I have previously, extremely crudely, suggested that the long-term goal, the pinnacle, the milestone, the moment we know that Tesla has the product of products, is when an Optimus humanoid robot can deliver a superhuman hand job. I just want to say a few things. First of all, this is true. Second, just for the record, there's no way in fucking hell I'll ever let a robot anywhere near my hammer. Well, I think other people will probably have differing opinions. I mean, hey, whatever you're into. But this truly is the best test for hand dexterity. One thing to really look out for as a Tesla investor is actually the next time we see Optimus. In particular, when are we actually going to get to see a hand demo? Now, I presume that they're not going to have an Optimus robot swinging a hammer in a demonstration, but threading a needle, peeling a carrot, applying a bandage, performing surgery, watchmaking, dentistry, hairdressing. There's an astronomical difference in the commercial utility for a humanoid robot between can pick up and move boxes and large items in a warehouse and factory setting, can pick up a parcel and move it from point A to point B, to can do anything any human on Earth that works with their hands can do, at least as well as they can, and doesn't get tired, and doesn't have labour laws, and therefore can work essentially 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and won't turn up to work drunk, distracted, tired, heartbroken, hungry, hangry, etc., etc. Even before the Optimus humanoid robot has achieved superhuman hand dexterity, there will be meaningful use first in Tesla's own factories, especially for very simple, repetitive, straightforward tasks. Pick up object A, move it to location A, pick up object B, move it to location B. That's your entire fucking job. And Tesla will be able to scale up Optimus in their own factories and facilities, doing these types of repetitive tasks. And then it's not too far of a stretch from there to have a commercially viable product that other companies who have comparable situations, factories, warehouses, will be able to get a great return on their investment in an Optimus humanoid robot. The thing that takes Optimus from a very limited, simple factory and warehouse worker to the biggest, most important and in-demand product of all time, a product that every home, every business, everywhere will want at least one, if not many. It all comes down to the hand. The demo we're seeing now, a couple of years old actually, of a Tesla humanoid robot picking up a tray of battery cells and moving this is a very, very simple task. Very little dexterity is required to pull this off. God, no pun intended. I actually didn't even mean that. In fact, if you pay attention to a lot of the demonstrations we're seeing with humanoid robots across the board right now, you'll notice something. The extreme clunkiness of their current hand dexterity. I mean, they get the job done if it's quite simple, but it doesn't look even close to human. If Tesla can pull this off, the massive explosion in demand for the Optimus humanoid robot will be unfathomable. One of the most important factors working in a humanoid robot's favor is its ability to work approximately 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Roughly 4 times as many hours per week as a human. So even if able to do the exact same job, but the job was done 4 times slower, the overall productivity per week would actually be exactly on par with the human. It's a much lower bar than most people realize, but it's still a very big leap from indelicately handing somebody a bottle of water, moving a package, parcel, or item in a factory or warehouse, from loading a dishwasher, relatively simple, to preparing, cooking, serving, and then cleaning up an entire meal from scratch, to styling hair, performing dental surgery, wiring up a new home. The final point I want to leave you guys with is that despite the fact that humanoid robots by default have a massive advantage because they can essentially work 4 times as many hours per week as a human, so even if they're 4 times as slow, they're still on par, is that a company will only pay for such a robot if it can get the job done. If you can work 4 times as many hours per week, but you can't produce anything of use, anything of value, worse, in fact, if you're a drag on productivity because other people have to fix your problems, your mistakes, clean up after your mess, the chaos and destruction left in your wake, not only are you not worth anything commercially, no one would pay a cent. You actually have negative value. You cause financial harm to a company. You quite literally have negative value as a commercial product. But the very moment the Optimus humanoid robot's hand reaches a level of dexterity, control, finesse, enabling it to consistently and reliably perform that job, suddenly the value goes from negative to astronomical. Because as we just discussed, out of the gates, these things can work roughly 4 times as many hours per week as a human. I haven't heard people discussing this, at least not much, but it's a really important point. If you're 4 times as slow as a human, you're on par in terms of weekly output. But if you're only half as slow as a human, you're actually twice as productive in that same time. Imagine a company's paying a warehouse worker, a factory worker. Pick your occupation, pick your job, $100,000 a year, and an Optimus humanoid robot can do their job at half the speed but work 4 times as many hours per week. This company would be entirely justified in paying $200,000 per year for the robot. Something to think about. The hand jobs Tesla's currently advertising have one simple goal, one outcome that matters. Increasing the capabilities, the dexterity, the finesse, the control of the Optimus robot's hand in such a way that it becomes commercially viable in new situations and settings. That's it. It's all it boils down to. The better the hand gets, the more companies and situations will find a humanoid robot not just commercially viable, but necessary. It all comes down to the hand. And for Optimus to be successful at massive scale, Tesla must pull this off. Thanks for watching. If you appreciate the content and want to support the channel, check out the links below where you can get early access to daily videos, unlock hundreds of exclusive pieces of content, and plenty more. AG1 has been part of my daily health protocol for almost half a decade. It's packed full of vitamins and minerals and helps me fill in nutritional gaps while supporting energy, digestion, and immune function. It also has prebiotics and probiotics to promote gut health. I take my health very seriously, and so should you. Try AG1 today by visiting drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link in the pinned comment and enjoy a free welcome kit with vitamin D3 plus K2 and AG1 travel packs. That's drinkag1.com/SMR.